All right. So, um, have you ever felt that kind of like instant spark with someone you know? Like you just meet them and bam, you're drawn to them.
It's like magic, right?
Yeah. Well, today we're diving into a post from Ask Men Advice.
Hmm.
And it got a lot of people talking, and it kind of gets at that whole initial attraction thing.
Yeah.
But it's also about way more than just that. This guy, he's got really strong feelings for his new partner,
Hmm.
but he's just not like feeling that physical spark.
I see.
And it's interesting because like he's comparing it to his past relationship, which was like super toxic,
Oh, wow.
but he said it was full of passion.
So he's wondering if this new relationship, it just needs time. Or if maybe like it's a deal breaker, you know?
Exactly.
And it really touches on those like deep-seated beliefs, I think,
Oh, yeah?
about relationships and love, what we think we deserve from a partner.
Oh, totally. It's tricky, right? This whole settling thing versus
Mhm.
like needing that physical
It's a
attraction.
minefield.
Seriously. Okay, so just to recap, the original poster loves his partner's personality, amazing person, but admits he's not physically attracted to her.
Oh.
And then to make it even more complicated, he's got this past relationship, super toxic,
Yeah.
but with all that like crazy passion.
Mm.
So he posts on Reddit asking for advice,
Yeah.
and the internet explodes. Right?
I bet.
Most people are like, dude, end it. It's not fair to either of you if there's no spark.
Yeah, I could see that.
Some were like really blunt about it. Like one said, this is how you get a dead bedroom. You don't want her, let her go.
Whoa, intense.
Right. Like people feel strongly that physical attraction is like not negotiable.
Yeah, and I think it really speaks to that, fear of settling.
Totally.
It makes you wonder, like, why? Why do we feel that way? Is it like society, all those perfect couple images we see everywhere?
Yeah, yeah.
Or is it deeper? Like, are we insecure about whether we deserve to be with someone we find attractive?
That's a good point. Makes you think about all the factors.
Mhm.
And some people brought up this whole other layer. Like maybe this guy is drawn to the intensity of his toxic relationship.
Mistaking that drama for, like, real attraction.
Yeah, exactly. Like maybe he thinks that's what passion is supposed to feel like.
That's where the whole trauma bond thing comes in.
Ah, right.
When you're attached to someone who's actually hurting you, there's like a whole psychological side to it that we can't ignore.
Oh, for sure. And one comment even said, crazy chemistry, lust for days.
Mm-hmm.
It might just be trauma bonding.
Wow.
Yeah, powerful stuff, right?
Yeah, it really makes you think, are we confusing these like unhealthy, intense feelings with genuine attraction,
Right.
Like, could our past experiences be shaping what we think a good relationship should be?
Totally. Adds another layer to this whole thing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like maybe we need to redefine what chemistry even means when we start dating.
Interesting. Yeah, it really does make you think, huh? And another thing that kept coming up in the comments was this idea of an attraction bar.
Oh, yeah. Like everyone has a certain level they need,
It's
right?
exactly like some baseline of physical attraction to, be romantically interested.
It makes sense.
But then the question is, can personality like totally make up for it? If you don't have that initial spark, can it grow over time?
That is the question, isn't it?
Uh,
I mean, some people were adamant, like you can't change your level of attraction.
mm-hmm.
There's that baseline and that's it, you know? But then others were like, no, attraction can grow, it evolves.
It's like two totally different camps.
It is. So how do we make sense of that?
Well, I think for the people who believe in the attraction bar, it's not about being like shallow.
Right, right.
It's more about acknowledging that physical attraction is a part of wanting someone romantically.
But then you've got the other side saying, looks fade, it's the connection that matters, shared values, all that.
Yeah, and we can't just ignore those voices either.
For sure. And some people even shared stories, they're like, meh, about their partner's looks at first.
Oh, wow.
But then over time, they became super attracted to them.
It's like the feelings transformed as they fell deeper,
So maybe it's not so black and white after all.
Right.
Maybe it's about finding that balance. Like some initial attraction has got to be there, but it doesn't have to be fireworks right away, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe it's a slow burn, grows as you connect more.
I think you've hit on something important there. Attraction, it's not static. It can change.
Right. So many factors can play into it.
Exactly.
And, we can't talk about all this without bringing in the ladies.
Oh, absolutely. The female perspective is key.
So many women chimed in with their experiences, and it was really powerful stuff.
I bet. What were they saying?
A lot of them talked about, like, the emotional toll of being in a relationship where they didn't feel desired.
Oh, it's worse.
Like they felt used, not wanted, just not loved.
It shows you how this whole issue, it impacts both people,
One woman even said Her partner stayed with her because he thought he couldn't do better. Can you imagine?
Oh gosh, that's got to be hard to hear.
Talk about brutal honesty.
Yeah, but it brings up a good point, Honesty and self-awareness in relationships, they're crucial.
Being true to yourself and to your partner.
That's it. And it makes you think, how would WE feel if it were the other way around?
Right, exactly.
We get so caught up in our own stuff, but seeing things from their side, that's huge.
It all comes back to communication, right? Being open and honest, even when it's tough.
For sure.
And also being honest with ourselves about what we really want from a partner.
Yeah, absolutely. And it makes you realize we all deserve to be with someone who wants us, who respects us and makes us feel good.
Totally. And, there's so many ways that can happen.
Like, it's not always about like fireworks and crazy chemistry.
Right. One commenter said it's more of a chemistry thing, which I thought was interesting.
Oh, what'd they mean?
Like, it's not just fitting some mold, but about a deeper connection,
I get that, like shared humor or just feeling really comfortable with someone.
Yeah, exactly. It's so much more than look. And some people even said their attraction actually got stronger over time as they fell deeper in love.
That's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, like they discovered their partner's beauty rather than it being obvious right away.
It shows that attraction can be a process, not just a moment.
I love that. And it gives hope to people who might be doubting things.
Right. Like, if you don't have that instant spark, it doesn't mean it's over.
So maybe it's about asking ourselves, okay, what is it about this person that I'm drawn to?
Yeah. Are those qualities something you can build on? Can they lead to lasting love?
And if they can, then maybe that's enough to start with.
It doesn't mean ignoring your needs or settling for something that feels wrong.
But it means being open to the possibility that things can change.
That attraction can grow.
It's like anything else in a relationship. You got to put in the effort, be willing to work on it together.
And that work can be amazing as you get to know each other, build trust.
What you find attractive can totally shift.
It's about seeing their true beauty inside and out.
So it's about that balance, right,
Yeah.
between the physical and the emotional.
The surface and what's underneath.
What fades and what lasts.
And that's the real beauty of it, but also the challenge, right?
Yeah. No easy answers when it comes to love and attraction.
Not at all.
So to leave you with something to think about, can we really separate physical attraction from everything else? Is it possible to fall deeper in love over time? And if so, how do we make that happen? Just something to ponder as you navigate this crazy world of relationships.
And if you're enjoying these deep dives into what makes us tick, don't forget to subscribe to Voices of the Soul.
You can find us wherever you get your podcasts. And for more thought-provoking content, head over to the Shauna Palaj YouTube channel. Until next time, keep exploring what makes us human.